Welcome everybody to the Flight Sim Deck. This is Patrick, your host. Today we are in Washington over at Bowerman Airport, and we're doing a little walk around right here outside of Luna's Cafe. And we're going to be taking off from runway 6, and we're going to be heading to Vashon Municipal Airport, which is also in Washington. So what we're going to depart, and then we're going to hit V7. And then later on, we're going to connect with the Caro intersection and then down into Vashon Airport. And this should be about a 30-minute flight, no more. We might hit a little storm on the way, and we're going to try to get under that and out of it in time. So we're getting in the cockpit now. We're going to start it up. Going to put the mixture in. And moving the throttle in 1/4 an inch, and now we're going to start it. Okay. We'll get the avionics on here in a second. Alright, now that that's out of the way, we're going to head out and taxi to runway 6. And we'll be taking off from there. It's a nice little freeware airport by Orbx. You can go to their website, you can download this for free. It's pretty cool that they have a couple of Washington airports that are pretty close to each other to where you can fly a small plane like this around. Almost at the runway. Gonna apply a little brake here, come around this turn. That was funny. It's almost like the effect it has when you land. I don't know what that was about. And we'll stop right here, put on the brake. Alright, now we're taxiing out onto the runway. A little bit of fog has moved in. We are right near the water, so that tends to happen. Alright, and we're off. Good for 50 knots. We're going up to 8,000 feet today. We want to get above, we're going to be about 2,000 feet above the ceiling. And that's what we'll be flying for a short period of time, and then we'll be coming back down to probably about 3,000 feet until we get close to the traffic pattern. been a little while since I've taken the Cessna up, so this should be nice. I really need to get more time in this plane, just to stay good at it. Some of these planes, you don't fly for a while and forget how. I mean, this plane, the systems are pretty easy to remember, but as far as takeoffs and landing, your technique can get a little away from you if you don't keep up with it. Every plane is different, especially this one by A2A. They've made it pretty realistic, so you got to keep up on that stuff. Just coming up out of the ceiling. Now I'm using the new Active Sky 16. I don't have the cloud art yet. I'm not convinced yet that I need it because I'm using Rex 4 and it seems like the two together are still pretty good. So in order for me to buy that, I'd have to really be convinced that it's going to look significantly better than this. And a couple little bumps. A lot of clouds out today. Oh, look at that. Now see, this is new in Active Sky 16, and I've seen this on other YouTube videos, but I haven't seen this in my own yet. This is the first time I've taken a prop up to clouds like this. That is really cool to see. I think this effect alone is worth picking up Active Sky 16. Just gives you a whole better sense of realism to see this. Doesn't happen so much with the jets, but I think it's a prop plane thing. It's because the prop's just cutting through the clouds, so they give you that nice little effect. It's real nice. Now we're going back through the clouds. It's already time to get down, drop our altitude a little bit, because we're going to be coming up on the little island, I guess you would consider it. That's kind of what it's on. Now we're getting closer to Vashon Airport. It's raining a little bit down here. It's a big dark cloud that we do not want to be in. But we're going to be below that because we are going to keep descending. Right about 4,000 feet right now. Okay, right now we're getting very close to Vashon Airport. I hope that's how you say it. I don't know, I've never heard anybody say it. I'm just going off how I think it's pronounced. So we're trying to get down to 1,300 feet because that is the traffic pattern. We're going to enter it on the left, and we're going to go down, have a look at the airport, and then we're going to come around and land this thing there. It's always a good thing to do when you come up on an airport like this that isn't really controlled, to fly the downwind and have a look. Maybe you can see a windsock and check for any obstructions, make sure you're going to be good to land there. So we're going to be passing it on our left side in a second as we enter the pattern. Another beautiful airport done by Orbx. It's also free. You can get it off their website and try this approach yourself. And there it is. Looks like everything is clear from that side. Oops, got a little too higher in the pattern. We're going to have to bring our altitude down a little bit. Got about 200 feet above it. That's what happens when you try to look at stuff. Not focus on flying, but it's a little different than real life. Can't really turn my head to look out there. Gotta use the mouse. One day it might be nice to have the track IR system. We're going to head out to the water. Right before we get to that little island, we're going to turn around and bring it in. I haven't landed this plane in a while, so we'll see what happens, because this plane can be very unforgiving. You got to do it just perfectly. I think there's a boat out there. There's a couple boats out there, it looks like. Okay, we're going to start the turn. Looks like the storm is heading over this way. Hopefully we can get in before any rain. Okay, now I gotta look for the airport again. Kind of blends in with everything else. Oh, I see it. We're way out here. We gotta move out there, over there a little more. Speed is good. I'm going to start coming down slowly. Just want to drop it a little more so we can put our first notch of flaps. We're going up, gotta trim down a little more. Bleed off some of this speed. Hopefully we're gonna have to get over those trees. Kind of a challenging approach because you have to stay a little higher than I want to because the tree's right there, and then you're gonna have to just drop in there. Okay, our speed is still good. We're now lined up. Just got to bring it in straight. Alright, this should be interesting. Gotta get past that tree. Okay. Now we're gonna come down. Oh, we're gonna float it. Too much flare. And we're gonna drop. Ooh. It's a decent little bounce there. Next time I gotta ease on the flare a little more. That was a little bit too much. Would have got a smoother landing that way. Let's see the replay. Coming down, looking nice, looking nice. There's the flare, too much floating. We didn't even hit the ground there, that's funny. Now we're in. Okay. Always looks better on the replay. Alright, well let's get this parked and shut her down. I'm gonna park next to that Piper up there. The ground is very uneven at this airport. Be careful. Okay. Let's set the brake. Throttle back. Pull the mixture out. Alright, turn the magnetos off, avionics off. Alright guys, so we made it. Not the best landing, but we made it in one piece. The plane didn't break apart, so... Alright, hope you enjoyed. Take care.